Hey, what's going on, guys? Vengeance5714 here. In today's video, I'm going to be talking a little bit about my life and the things that I've been going through. This is entirely made out of catharsis, and I am going to upload it before I leave for work today. Today is 11/18/2022. My birthday is tomorrow. It is 11/19. I was born in 2002. I'll be turning 20 years old, and I am certainly, I'm happy to have lived a fifth of my life so far. That's satire. I'm kidding. So let's start with the good things first, and then we're gonna end off with me fucking screaming. So, first thing is, I'm very happy to have basically gotten my own property. I share this property with my father, but he is a very cool person, and I'm on good terms with him. And we share the bills, and I'm sure that if need be, he would absolutely, like, swap the fucking title in my name without much remorse at all. The next thing going forward is, I am happy to have had something like a mini fridge. That sounds interesting, I know, but this thing, I got the Juggernog mini fridge when I was like, in 2015 or whatever. I thought that was cool. I think this is a lot cooler. I am very happy to be able to have that because I would, I get really hyper stuck on games or schoolwork or whatever. And being able to have a fridge accessible to me means I will not ignore my health to continue to play games or do schoolwork. I will just grab a drink, and that is definitely better off for my health. The next thing is, my friend Zach has given me a set of earbuds, a brand, I suppose, because I bought them myself, of course, but those earbuds have been very reliable, very good quality, and I've been sticking with them so far because they're like 20 bucks, so whenever I lose any, that's fine. However, there's an issue with that going forward that you will hear about. I've bought about 5 fucking pairs so far. I had a red pair that I lost this case to, and Zach was kind enough to lend me a lilac case, which is an off-purple case color like this. I wound up buying a teal pair as a backup when I lost this red pair. When I bought the teal pair, I wanted a backup, so I bought a black pair. I lost the teal pair. I bought this lilac pair. I have lost Zach's lilac case, and now I have my own, and I wound up finding this somewhere in my house. I have now lost my red earbuds in God knows where, and I am currently in possession of my one black earbud that I had when I left work the other day. At work, 2 days ago, I was closing. In the middle of our establishment is our assembly table. At the beginning of the, at the end of the table lineup is the HLZ, the hot landing zone. That is the side that is closest to you, the customer. I am, if you were to look down at the workers making the food, at the end of that aisle is where the manager's office is. Closest to the manager's office, there is, like, the first thing from the manager's office side to where I am working at the assembly table, there is the toaster for the buns, because obviously first thing we do is we toast the buns, and then we put sauce on them and the condiments, and then we put the meat on them or whatever. So, on the toaster is a good flat location for us to set items while we are closing, whether it's speakers, phones, notebooks, pens, pencils, clipboards, food, water, fucking God knows what. You can fucking walk on it. It doesn't matter. I put my 2 earbuds because I have a first pair that was red. No, I think it was the teal pair. Doesn't really matter. I had a pair that was black, and then I had the other pair. I was wearing this one. I was listening to my music for a whole shift, and then we clocked out. I also set a notebook next to those earbuds. Apparently, when I called the very next fucking morning, there was absolutely no earbuds. These are $25 each. So that's $50 worth of my items that was stolen by my crew that I thought I could trust. I've known them for fucking years. And the opening crew already fucks us over as closers. So I'm very fucking surprised that they have the attitude to fucking take something like that. And if someone that I know is in possession of them and not fucking informing me, even if they plan to be the White Knight and give them back to me or whatever their godforsaken idea is, fuck that. Now, they're very good quality. I like those, and I'm glad that I have them. It'd be even better if I had them. So, Another thing that I'm very happy about is my friend Parker, for my last birthday or Christmas or something, he visited of his own accord in the summer, and he wound up bringing a training butterfly knife, and this one actually was important to him. He got it from a trip to the beach. It was like $40, and I was happy to send it back to him or give it back to him on his next visit. He said, out of the kindness of his own heart, that I may keep it. And that is very nice, because I would have wound up buying one myself, and the fact that it is something important to him is actually even better than just buying one myself. I'm going to take very good care of it, as I have, because it's still here. The next thing that I wanted to talk about is the setup that I have. I'm not going to fuck with my fucking camera much, but right here you can see the corner of it. This is a computer that I built that is a micro ATX build, so it has a micro ATX motherboard. The case is a micro ATX form factor. It has a 1660 that Murray had given me, which is a good quality graphics card, especially for a computer that I'm not going to be using too often, because my primary computer is over here, right on top of, right where my webcam is on top of. And that has a 1060 from my friend Ethan that I gave him my old Juggernog mini fridge in trade for. That 1060, however, has been running like a trooper, doing fucking fantastic. I don't have any issues encoding or watching videos or making content or anything like that. There are a couple of games that I can't run at like max FPS, but I really don't fucking care. My line for computer quality is basically, if I'm playing a PC game at a lower quality than I could play it on my Xbox Series S, then I don't need to play it on my computer. Which I haven't really had an issue with, because most Xbox games run at like medium settings. Down here, just out of frame and on my desk, is a Go XLR. I wound up buying that with stimulus money a couple of couple of years ago, and I've been using it since. That's what caused me to upgrade to this $220 Audio-Technica AT2020, and I am happy to have these two products because I really enjoy being able to have, one, microphone feedback for my sound mixer, two, the ability to alter my voice as I see fit, and to have multiple mixers so that I can listen to music, because my fucking ADHD brain likes me to listen to music, listen to, my game and voice chat and stuff like that, and the fact that I can have 4 sliders for that so that I can always control what is the most important is very good. The next thing is this keyboard I've really come accustomed to. This mouse, Logitech G502 Hero, very good quality. I'm so happy that I was able to find a mouse that I like that is, like, public, like, mainstream, and not like this one over here. I don't know if I can grab it. Yeah, okay. This is a $20 Amazon one. I really enjoyed it, but, like, if I can't tell people what that is. That's a fucking gaming dragon fucking... I can't even find it on Amazon anymore. Going forward over back to my computer, though, it is a good quality computer. Both of these computers are like $1,500. I've spent like a collective like 3 or 4 grand or whatever on the parts. Working my McDonald's job, which is basically half a year's goddamn salary. The monitor that I have, my middle monitor, is a $300 Acer Predator, like X27GB or whatever it's called. It's the 27-inch model. It can, like, hover up and down and, like, bend around and whatever. And then over here I have a 27-inch, I think it's a Logitech one, but it's a monitor. It's good. Over here I have a very cheap Crua monitor, which I think I've heard of Crua, so it's kind of mainstream maybe. But it's just over there as a second monitor so that I can have my black computer run 2 monitors so that I can have Discord or a Tarkov map or whatever it is up on this computer and be able to just have my game and primary focus over here. I'm very glad to have the setup that I do and the money that I put into it pay off, and I'm happy to have this hobby. Next hobby that I have is actually firearms. I really enjoy guns, and unfortunately, due to the fucking state that school and work has put me in, I feel scared to own a fucking firearm for my own safety. I do not know if I have the self-control to continue to put up with the constant barrage of shit from my family, my work, and my school to be able to own firearms in my own room that have ammunition available. And that's not cool because I live on a farm. I need firearms to be able to defend my property from anyone or anything. There are coyotes, foxes, bears, wolves, you name it. I have to be able to defend my pets, family, cattle, whatever the fuck it is, from those animals. And if I am at a place that is ripe for the picking for criminals. I live in the middle of fucking rural Pennsylvania, in like the meth capital of the fucking state, and there are people who come here and steal scrap metal from my granary. I need to have something that is able to either intimidate or eliminate a threat to me or my personal safety. But I can't. I don't feel comfortable owning those guns anymore, because one day I'm gonna fucking do a Kurt Cobain cosplay and I'm gonna put my fucking brains in the ceiling. Next thing is, my other hobby has been growing into airsoft. That is because obviously it's safe to shoot people with airsoft, so me and my friends can shoot each other. We want to take my 10-acre property, something that's I'm very thankful for, and I'm glad that I can offer this opportunity to my friends as well. I want to be able to take my family and my friends, go out back, and shoot each other with airsoft guns. We have kits. Well, we have kits. We have airsoft guns. It is all good. We are ready. But that'll be coming over the next summer. I'm still putting a bit of money into it. I just spent most of my paycheck today, the second I got it, to be able to afford that. The next thing is, I'm thankful for this guitar that I have and my amp that's attached to it. I enjoy learning how to play guitar. I like the process of learning. I am still definitely learning. I am not very good at it at all. But it is I would much rather be the cool guitar guy than the guy who played a trumpet. I have fucking 3 trumpets. There's 2 cases. 2 cases right there. One's an old one, one's a new one, and then I have a built one that's behind me. Well, behind you, technically. The other thing that I'm thankful for is my past. And that's a weird one to say, but in 2019, I had switched friend groups basically for a little bit, and I'm thankful that my first friend group let me come back when the second friend group fell apart, but that second friend group made some very important strides in my life to help me be able to control my emotions and my anger. And if you don't think right now I'm controlling my emotions and my anger, you did not know me when I was playing Rainbow Six Siege at a diamond level in 2019. That was anger. This is disappointment. I am fucking seething with disappointment, and it is turning into anger. And I feel weird because I don't feel like I should have anger anymore. I've gone through so much fucking shit that I've been so emotionally numb for so long, and the fact that like now I care to fight for myself and my friends, and I will stick up for the fucking goodwill of my health or my company, is weird. First thing is, though, back to the 2019 friend group, one of my friends suggested that I get an Xbox Elite controller so that I can be competitive on console Siege. I did that. That controller is still holding up fucking today, and I bought a second one just because that controller is starting to get a little old. Both of those controllers are beautiful, customizable. I would always vouch for them. And then that's also why I bought a next-generation Xbox. However, I have not touched that next-generation Xbox now that I've gone back to my first friend group, which primarily plays PC or PC games like Tarkov. However, I still have them, and I'm very grateful that I have them. I'm grateful for the management experience for, like, my emotions, and, like, that was the time that I sat down, played 4 games, got really fucking good at those games, and I'm prideful to say that I am good at those video games. The other thing that I'm thankful for is the ability to have some privacy in my own home, in my own room. And I'm thankful to have a roof over my head. I'm thankful to be able to afford my food, which is 2 luxuries that I didn't originally have. I have a bed now. That's fucking insane. It wasn't that long ago on this channel that you saw a video maybe that I said like my entire bed was just boxes, so I was sleeping sideways. And before I moved into this house last year, I was actually living on a couch in a, like, closet. What else? My next hobby after this airsoft bit is going to be cars, and the reason for that is because I have upwards of 10 vehicles on this property that are registered to my father that are in decay, and if we can just repair them and sell most of them, we would have a good profit, and we could keep the ones that we like, and I'd be able to have a car, he'd be able to have a car, we'd both have a fucking truck too. It's a wonderful experience. I just need to get the money for that. The other thing is that January I am supposed to be able to graduate from school. I do not have the energy to continue to fight for school though, and I am simply just trying my best with the energy and the drive and the emotions, everything that I have right now. I am trying my best. I am in no way, shape, or form trying to fail school. I am in no way, shape, or form trying to ignore doing school, although I could be doing that now instead of complaining, but I feel like this is cathartic. I feel like I'm going to be better for this. The other thing is with school is I was held back in like the 9th or 8th grade because I had a bad situation with someone who demanded my attention, and I felt that I was unable to complete any of my schoolwork, and for that entire school year, I had not completed a single ounce of schoolwork. I barely attended classes. I finished that school year with some 180 overdue assignments. So I wound up getting held back for that. When I was young, I was put into school late, and that is why I'm 2 years behind for graduating, because most people can graduate safely in the 16 to 18 range. However, I have only until I am 21 to be able to graduate with a diploma, but until after that, I can get a GED, and with all the time that I've been putting in at my shitty fucking place of work, McDonald's, I can do their diploma or GED program completely. Like, I don't feel pressure to graduate school, and if I did, I would not be here right now. I would have killed myself by now, and that is an honest truth. That is not a threat. That is not a joke. I just cannot handle the stress of working, chores, running a house, being an adult, and school. There are people who have decided that they want to work 2 jobs or 4 jobs or whatever, and God bless your fucking soul, because I can't do 2 jobs, especially one that isn't fucking paying me. Money. I can rarely afford my bills because I am kind of the, like, cash cow of the family, and I'm working at McDonald's full-time, and that makes me the cash cow of the family, which tells you the kind of family that I have. I can barely pay my bills in my house. I can barely pay my subscriptions. I can barely order things for these hobbies that I've told you about, but I am doing my best, and I am trying my best, and my whole idea is the more money that I can spend now while I have a family to bound off of and, like, friends that'll take care of me in a sense, I feel less stress to save that money. So I'm just trying to get all the shit that I need to buy done right now so that I can buy things when they come up in the future instead of saving money now and buying big later, for example, when I don't have, like, a family. So I'm just buying out right now. I'm really scraping by, but when I graduate school, I plan on either undertaking a job that will pay me that isn't school, of course, because school is basically a full-time job that you aren't getting fucking paid for. But if I could just do 2 jobs, or work my own job more, or switch jobs to a more profitable job, or, like, start tackling my career, that would be best for me, and I think that would be better for my money, which is a good, like, breakup between buying stuff now, switching jobs, and starting to save with a bigger bank. Going forward, my career is I want to be a rally driver. I don't think it'll be a career as much as a hobby. I want to be able to customize a vehicle, take it to the local rally championships, maybe be good enough at it that I get sponsorships, maybe be even better at it that I get recognized, make money, and maybe I'll be fucking famous. Who knows? But I really like driving. I really think I'm good at it, and I really like rallying. It's something that I'm enthusiastic about, and I don't have enthusiasm for much other than cars. Like, I know cars, I like cars, I think they're interesting, I appreciate the intricacies, I like how it is almost an art form with how they can look and how they can run. So that's where I sit. I like cars, and guns is a close second, but I can't be like live my life as a championship shooter, because that doesn't make the money, I don't feel like. Plus, I'm not really good at it, honestly. Like, my hand-eye coordination and, like, my muscle memory and stuff isn't that great. I've put all of my fucking resources into driving cars and playing video games. Another thing is, I have a lot of pets on my property. I have, like, 6 cats inside, 6 cats outside. This all started 10 years ago when one singular cat came on the property, and we had to keep it. And then my 2 dogs passed away, unfortunately. They were a brother and sister, Carmela and Dozer. That singular cat then became 2, and then those 2 became 6, and then those 6 became 48 or whatever, and we were like, holy fucking shit, stop. So we wound up having to give them away to friends and family and, like, sell them off, and we wound up getting some of our animals fixed, and now we're kind of just living with the generation that we stopped that at, and we are taking good care of them until they naturally pass away or have whatever complication, but we are not, like, you know, not taking care of them or whatever. Outside cats, however, we do bring them food at night, but we have to be careful because if we just leave constant food out, it's going to attract other animals as well. We do have a field with lots of different rodents and animals and stuff, so unfortunately nature can take its course, and either they will eat rats or mice, or they will be eaten by coyotes or whatever, but that's why it's important to have, like, a firearm so that I can keep that coyote population down. Currently, the cats are doing well, and they are safe, and I have not had an altercation like that with this litter of cats. I have definitely had that altercation in the past. Even the neighbor's dog, I have found my neighbor's dog with my cat in their mouth, and I have, you know, that's an experience. But those animals, they are a lot of work. It is expensive to pay for that much cat litter and food. It is expensive on my time to be able to feed them all the time and get their food. Get their litter, I mean, take care of their litter. That's expensive on my time. I really also like culinary arts. I like being able to cook and stuff like that, but that's also very taxing on my time and kind of my money, but it feels kind of worth it. What else? So the thing with those animals is my oldest and my favorite cat really is Ashes, and unfortunately in the last year or two he has gotten deathly skinny and he has started to not use his litter pan anymore. He is going wherever he sees fit, which is mostly in front of fucking doors, which is so disappointing. Whether that's my refrigerator door, my bathroom door, my front door, my back door, my fucking porch door, it's just always a door. And he's also throwing up a lot. I don't know why, and I can't take care of him because I can't afford to make that much profit between paying bills and buying stuff that the household considers a necessity. But I'm trying my best. And we don't have a car right now, so there's nowhere to be able to take him because I don't have a ride to take Ashes to the vet. But I am totally willing to take him to a vet, get him tested, figure out if it is something scary or not, because if it is like a cancer or whatever and he is suffering, I am willing to euthanize him for his health and his safety and to stop his suffering. But if they're going to tell me he's had the splinter in his toe for 2.5 years and it caused a minor infection in his foot, which is why he's been sick and unable to make it to the bathroom in time, and I'd be like, okay, good, we can take care of that. I would hate to euthanize him and then find out that he had a splinter. I would never be able to. That's false. I'd be able to forgive myself, but I would never let go of that situation. So that's a lot of stress. That's stressful. Having to, like, put down your kid, you know? The other thing with Ashes is that he has this, like, untamable ferocity for any food item. You cannot eat in the entire first floor of the house because he will come and he will get your food. Whether you look away, whether you fight for it or whatever, he will get to your plate of food and you will have to eat what he has eaten off of, and you feel kind of gross about it. If I put dishes in the sink, they must be cleaned at that moment. There is no waiting, otherwise he will clean them himself, and I don't want him getting sick off of old food or food that has dish soap in it. You cannot eat dish soap, you cannot eat soap in general. That is how you get kidney failure. If you have been given soap in your mouth for saying profanities, you are at a higher likelihood for a kidney failure in your future. So, fuck you and your parents if they did that. These are my old glasses. I got glasses last year that were up to a better prescription. These ones aren't exactly blurry, but the other ones were definitely a lot sharper. However, those glasses, we used a polycarbonate lens, and they were supposed to be smaller, and my fucking frames were supposed to fit. Except twice, I had to take my fucking glasses, and right here in this corner, chip, lens falls out. I was like, oh, man, that sucks. I'll wear these old ones for a week and bring it back to the optometrist. They fixed that. Then, next time, a couple months later, bink. Fucking I had a whole chip that just blew out of my fucking lens, out of my fucking frames, and my lens fell out as I was just walking to my friend Ethan and my dad. And I was like, fuck it, I'll just use my old glasses. So I went up here, grabbed my glasses, and I've been using these for the last few months. These are 5 fucking years old glasses because for the last 4 years, I was not in a position to be able to afford lenses, neither was my family, and no one really cared about me. I did not have friends that cared if I got glasses. I did not have family that cared if I got glasses, but now I do, and I got fucked over for it. So, I've gone to a metal frame. Hopefully a metal frame isn't so fucking weak and brittle that it will fall apart because of the fucking air pressure or whatever. There's no reason, there's no way that my lenses are so fucking big and thick that I can't use actual frames and I need bifocals at fucking 20. I've also invested in some contacts. I'm going to get a contact screening, which I have to tell you, costs $60 fucking for that, like, labor or whatever. What? It's gonna take you, like, less than an hour for you to be like, okay, this is how it works. Go ahead and bring it up to your eye and try it out. Does it fit well? If you blink, does it shake? You know, shit like that. And be like, okay, can you take it out? Like, that's not $60. If I can charge $60 to make other people do stuff while I watch, I should be a fucking millionaire. I'm a crew trainer at McDonald's, and I make them flip burgers, and that should be $55 an hour because I'm there for their safety. I've been at this for fucking 30 minutes. I didn't think I would have to be this long. Let me rant about school real quick. I've been in an online school since the 7th grade, and the reason that I went from public school to an online school is because I was starting to fail in my curriculum, and I thought the online school would help me. It did until I got into a kerfuffle with the last person who, like I said, I failed this grade because of my 187 overdue assignments and stuff. After that, I started to get less energy, drive, leniency, and stuff like that, and it's been more stressful since. The reason that I quit my public school, because I was failing my curriculum, like I said, was because my teachers were uncompromising. I was forgetting my homework sometimes, I was depressed, I was in a bad life state, and they did not give one singular fuck why I didn't have my assignments turned in or why I was doing my homeworks during morning time. That was a fucking infraction to them. And then I also didn't use my locker. I had a binder with my folders and my books in it. It was not a big binder. It was not a heavy binder. I made it work with a nice, good size, a nice fucking binder. Just like this. I had a little knapsack bag that I would put by my desk in like morning time, and I would either leave it there because they didn't, you know, the people who would visit their classes after morning time wouldn't bother my shit, or also they wouldn't, like, I would just bring it with me between classes. That was not an issue. When they said it was an issue, I just went to the binder. I could just carry that around. No one looked in my shit. No one cared to look in my shit. I didn't have anything important in there. They were like, Jacob, you can't not use your locker. I'm like, what? I'm storing air in there. Go fuck yourself. And they're like, all right, well, you can't not use your lock. And I'm like, what? I have nothing important in there. Go ahead and fucking take that shit. I don't need it. My books are at home. My notes are separate. My mind can retain the information that I need most direly, and I can just recuperate my losses. And they were like, no, you need to do it. And I'm like, all right, honestly, fuck you guys. And I quit. I said, Dad, I'm not going to school anymore. You can't make me. You can carry me onto that bus, and I will walk out of school. And they said, fine, we'll put you in an online school like your brother. And I said, thank you. Because not only was the school curriculum being an asshole, not only were the teachers being an asshole, but nearly every single fucking student in there was being an asshole. And I understand that part of that was because of the 7th grade. My friends were becoming different people, and the different people were becoming different people. And you know, there were people who were rude to me that weren't rude to me anymore. There were people who were nice to me who were rude to me now. And at that point, in that intermediate area, there wasn't a person who liked me. There was a bunch of people who hated me. Whether they do or do not right now, though, is different. I feel like I have become a good adult and people actually enjoy my presence a little bit. I'm not going to say that I'm, you know, the most likable person or I'm charismatic or whatever, because I don't fucking think so. I think everyone hates me still. I haven't even gotten to my place of work, and I got fucking I got pages. Speaking of pages, let's talk about work. I have a friend. He went into the military a little bit ago. His name is Hunter. I don't feel like I need to censor his name. He was the center of a little bit of a drama within my work friend group, my school friend group, whatever you want to call that, because it's both. But I do not hold any resentment against him. I respect his position to go into the military, and I would not want him to feel alone or outcasted or anything, like if he came out of the military or whatever. So I told him he's entitled to my friendship or whatever, and that is true. When he quit work, he worked there for only a few months, like a year or whatever. He did not become a crew trainer like me. He quit before then. It was just an intermediary job. That is understandable. I respect that. But the list that he was able to get me in just that year or just those 6 months or however long he was there for is telling. And it is all stuff that I agree with, and I've even added more to it. Like, I just text him some nights, and I'm like, all right, it's time to tell you more about McDonald's. So this is like his chat is my depository for McDonald's bullshit. So let's start. I'm just going to go with all of these talking points that he has listed from top to bottom, regardless of their order or whatever, so there may be some overlapping topics, or I may come back to things. So we'll start. The bun toaster doesn't grip buns right. He is entirely correct. We have a Teflon bun toaster conveyor belt type thing, where basically there are two spinning wheels with a conveyor belt, and you feed the bun in here, and it will come out the other side because it's on this Teflon conveyor belt, and it is toasting as it passes through to the other side. Lands on the landing, we pick it up, we put it on there. Now, I will say, first of all, before we get to the gripping buns right, when it comes out of that toaster, they are absolutely hot enough to cause first or second degree burns on my hands. There is no reason that I should have to pick up buns, or me or my crew have to pick up buns, and we have to be quick enough about it that we don't burn our fingers that severely. We have to, like, I don't know, we'll just use this Gatorade bottle. It is a quick process. It is literally just like, it is resting here, and we have to be like, and if we don't, because normally, people want more than one sandwich, or the entire community of my fucking city wants more food than one fucking sandwich, so it's actually more like, and on the second bun, your hands are fucking red. They burn, they sting. They pick up the buns and they go, you don't have to do that if it's not hot. I get that it needs to be hot. We serve food hot and ready, but there is absolutely zero safety precaution. There's no, boundary there. We are obligated to be as fast as we can, which means picking up the hottest food with our fingers, and we have to just put up with it. Maybe we get calluses, maybe we get used to it. After 2.5 years, I still pick up buns, and I get injured. However, bun toaster doesn't grip buns right. This is because this is the upper McDonald's fault. This is not my current management. We have kind of done a fix for this where we have just ordered multiple, conveyor belts ahead, but we shouldn't really have to do that because that's bad for, the economy of our business. But the idea is we have that Teflon conveyor belt gets replaced, and when it's at its end of life, it'll start to not grip buns right. It'll either, when you slide it into the rack, the bun will just sit on the rack and it won't grab the bun, and you have to sit there and, force it in. The other option is it will take it, except it won't spit it out at the other end, and it'll stick, and it'll go around and around in the bun, and we have had multiple buns that have been reduced to charcoal. Literal fucking carbon deposits. You press that shit down and you'd form a diamond out of them. And for absolutely zero fucking reason, we aren't able to replace them just because we haven't, we gotta wait 6 months for them to get here, or we haven't met the 6-month embargo on our last life cycle or whatever, which means we are actively housing a fucking fire hazard for the next 6 months until we can get a new one. Whether that is a maintenance thing, the closing crew isn't fucking cleaning it every night or whatever, isn't the issue. You should be able to account for the issues of your lowest end grunt work crew at a higher level. That is like the fucking military, for example. If fucking, I don't know, fucking PVC fucking Jonathan pisses in the fucking CO's cup, that's not the greater McDonald's fault. That is just the CO reprimands that that lower member, and then someone in the middle, which is above that lower member and below that CO, is going to fucking fix that problem for them. And the fact that my management is getting detrimented and fucked because some business thinks that they can tell us when we can fucking toast buns or not is ridiculous. Both cabinets have buttons that don't work. So, we talk about cabinets, right? We have UHC. I don't know what they stand for. Let's call them unhinged cocks. So, the cabinets will just say, like, take the length of my arm, just like this tall, and imagine a box that's like square. And there are three levels. There's level 1, 2, and 3. And so that means that there are 3 sections for us to store food. And then each tray is about this big, which means you can fit 3 trays per 3 rows, which means you can have a total of 9 trays in one UHC cabinet. But problem is, 1, the nugget trays that we have for our chicken McNuggets are double wide, basically. That's not an awful issue, but just want to bring that up real quick. The other thing is, when we have the McRib, we take our 10-to-1 trays, which is the beef patties that we use for, like, the McDouble, and we take them, and we take the liner out of them because we have a liner to absorb grease from the patties. We don't use that. We just use the fucking plastic or whatever it is tray, and we put 140-degree rib sauce in there and stick it in our UHC cabinet to be kept up to temp, and we leave the McRibs in there to marinate after they're cooked, of course. The problem is, our whole job is based on fast-paced cooking and being able to be efficient. So if we take our tray out and we have to yank that out. See, shit happens when you yank shit out. We have to yank it out, and we're like, so we yank it out, we grab the meat, we throw it on the bun, and then we fucking shove that back in there. Seems a little clumsy, doesn't it? Thing is, when you have 140-degree rib sauce in a fucking jug, and you go, it is going to spill. You are going to pull that out one day, and it is going to slosh right into your face. And it has happened. It has landed on our floor, on our crew workers, our customers even, and it is so hot, and it will burn you. It is 140 degrees. That is above your body temperature. You will feel that it is hot. It comes out smoking sometimes. Even if it doesn't spill on you, it spills on the table, which means you have to either wipe it off or ignore it, because if you get it onto people's food, it's going to just spread, and it's going to be gross, and that person's wrapper is going to be sticky, or it's going to taste like barbecue sauce or smell like barbecue sauce. Someone might be allergic to the contents of barbecue sauce. And if it gets on your floor, it gets on your shoes, you track it everywhere, you track it in your own home, it smells bad, it starts to fucking rot, so you have to wash it out of the floor right then and there, which means you're not being efficient for times, which means you're getting reprimanded by management for wasting sauce, wasting time, and, the McRib is back, by the way. I haven't even talked about the cabinets having buttons that don't work. So, imagine, if you will, since I said it is a 3x3, there's 9 buttons. I would say per cabinet there are 6 buttons that work. There's like one at the top that's fucked, one in the middle that's fucked, and one at the bottom that's fucked. And that means that we have, between the 2 cabinets that we currently have with 3 buttons missing each, that means that we have 12 working buttons and 6 not working buttons. This means that we are not at the full capacity of 18 working buttons for 18 working storage locations, because the whole reason that we have the buttons on our cabinet is for your safety and the freshness of your food. We put 10-to-1 up in here, we press the timer, it has a 15-minute timer, it lets you know when that 15 minutes is up, and you waste it, you throw it away. I'll be honest and admit a company secret, we fucking don't throw it away, so we don't need the buttons, but we take that out, we throw it away, we know that it's old. Let's say, for example, our medium is normally 3 trays of crispy chicken, 2 trays of fish, 2 trays of McChicken, 1 tray of hot and spicy, 2 trays of McRib, 2 to 3 nugget trays, which are double wide, which means they take up 2 slots, which means 2 buttons, even though you don't have to press 2 buttons. And then we are obligated, I forgot if I said it, 3 10-to-1, which means we need to use more than our 12 slots for a full capacity cabinet during the middle of a rush, which means we don't have a full capacity cabinet for the middle of a rush, which is not something that our management is able to purchase or repair, because it needs some special fucking penis technician to fucking fix the universal hot cock or whatever we called it. And god fucking damn it. And then only a supervisor is able to purchase those expensive fucking cabinets for our store, which means that they don't want to waste the money that they're making, because that's going to come either out of their paycheck, or Bob's going to fucking reprimand someone or the entire crew and fucking demote everyone, because he can't afford to do it when he's making fucking 7 digits a year. The next list is 2 coworkers. I'm going to use substitutional names. So let's go with, they said, the manager, Michelle, in general. Now, this manager is, I think they are very susceptible to stress when things get heated. They do not have a positive attitude. They do not treat their crew workers with respect. If something is not going right, it is not their fault. They will project it directly onto their crew, who should be running their store for them. And for an example, we have someone who is the sweetest, most kind person in the known universe. They are fucking God-fearing individuals. They don't even fucking swear. They don't even know what fucking anything, like, negative is. They don't know what racism is or whatever. Like, they are so fucking pure. They are nice. They work their fucking hardest. They just want to do their job. And this manager will approach them, and they will be like, "Excuse me, but I need you to go somewhere else and fix this thing for me." And it's like, it's their fault. They're like, "You need to be faster." And it's like, no, we're working as hard as we can, and you need to be respectful of that, because we don't have fucking cabinets. The toaster isn't working, the fucking tray isn't working, whatever the fuck the problem is. And then she's like, "Well, I can do it faster." Then do it! Fortunately, they quit recently. They finally walked out, and I'm so fucking happy. The next person is someone who is either on leave or they quit. I'm not sure. They had to have a back surgery or something like that. However, when they were working there, they had 2 things. They had an attitude, and they were not as hardworking. For an example, this person, again, a substitutional name, we'll call them, Jane. Alright, so Jane, she always swept the floor. Not a bad thing, but any amount of downtime means she sweeps the floor. And if we take an order that she needs to go onto the table and finish before she continues sweeping, she finishes sweeping first. No matter how much we try to tell her that it's the other way around, it is not about times, it's about sweeping. The other thing is, when she is doing her job, she has an absolute uncertainty for the entirety of her orders. It is never, this is a cheeseburger, so it gets cheese, right? Or whatever. It's always a question. She needs to go ask someone. She's making a double cheeseburger. She's like, "Okay, that's 2 pieces of cheese, right? And a McDouble, okay, that's 1 piece of cheese, right?" Or she even mixes them up still after, like, fucking months of knowing what to do and months of getting corrected. So, not only that, but they have a bit of an attitude too. Like, if they're working hard, they feel obligated to, like, perform, and they get stressed out or something, I guess. But they're like, if we're like making food and she's like, "I can do it," or like, I trust me, I can do it. It's no, it's like, I get that you can do it. I'm over here, I'm working my position, and it's sassy. I can't even like make it like aggressive like she does, but like she does. The next thing he lists is the 10-to-1 tray holder. Again, the 10-to-1 is the patties that we use for our normal cheeseburgers, McDouble, etc. Fun fact, the 10-to-1 basically says that 10 of those are a pound. So they are a 10th pound piece of meat. The 10-to-1 tray holder. So, first of all, we have 2 grills with 2 platens each. So we have a total of 4 platens. The left grill, we'll call it grill 1, and we'll call the right grill grill 2. So, grill 1 when I started working, did not even have the bar that the 10-to-1 tray holder goes on. And then the second one did, and we had a 10-to-1 tray holder. It basically just purposely holds the tray in front of the grill so you don't have to, like, hold the tray with your hand or whatever, and you put the meat into the tray, and then you can set your shit down and put the tray into the cabinet. Very efficient, very helpful, helps reduce mess. So, it broke 6 months into my job, or a year into my job, or whatever, because the closing crew was pulling the grills out to clean under it, which is the thing that they do. You need to clean out the excess grease and whatever, and you need to be able to make sure that those wires are connected. So you pull the grill out, and you have to you do whatever you want to do, and you push it back. When they are pulling the grill out, they take this bar, which in their respect, on their side of things, should be a metal bar. It should be like welded or like fixed to the whole thing. Like if you pulled that motherfucker off, you should pull the whole face of the grill off. But it didn't. It just snaps right off. So one day they're pulling it, chink, and they're like, oh dear, oh, I made a mistake. They put it all away and fucking maybe like they think, oh, someone will repair that coming soon. They have not repaired it in 2 fucking years. We have not had a 10-to-1 tray holder. We have to set it on top of the 10-to-1 freezer, which is next to the grill, which isn't too far away. But when you're carrying fucking plates of grease on a spatula over to your fucking, off of your grill, onto the floor, and up onto your fucking freezer, you are going to have grease splatters. We have grease that freezes and sticks because it's obviously going to thicken up when it's colder, and it sticks to our 10-to-1 freezer on the outside. We have a grease gasket, basically. And that is so fucking scuffed. Then, grease will fall into the fucking thing because our fucking 10-to-1 fucking freezer is scuffed. And it's like, and when it comes out, and there's this little pocket closest to the grill that is actually open to air. Which means when we bring the grease over, some of it drips into the freezer. Which I don't care if, like, grease will grow like a biomass or whatever. I care that that shouldn't happen. We have like the tray holder, like there's this bar that holds the tray holder that's gone. And the fact that we can't afford to either replace that, pay a technician to weld it, or whatever the fuck you need to do, really shows that this store fucking sucks. The next thing he says is the fish thing almost never gets cleaned right. He's talking about the fish steamer. We have a very small steamer. It's a square contraption. It's hard to, I don't have any boxes to represent it or whatever, but we'll say it's like this tall and about that wide. There's a little thing in the middle that you pull out, put in, and push it back in, and it's encased, and it steams, you know, boils water or whatever, and makes the bun soft and steamed as you do for a fillet of fish. So, what he means by never gets cleaned right is every night you're supposed to take out the holder and get it at least scrubbed dry and clean, and there's supposed to be no, like, breakup because, when you leave, like, for example, sometimes you can pull the buns up and some of the bread will stick, that will burn in there. It'll dehydrate, and that'll stick to that thing, and it will permanently alter the color and the makeup or whatever of the fucking tray. And this means, like, it's, you know, it's supposed to be a stainless steel, like, silver color, and it is now a yellow flat tinge with no shine, which means it's been neglected for that long. We use delimer, so I guess that might be lime buildup if I had to guess, or maybe it's just a product of the delimer is helpful in this situation as well. But I guess working with water, it could be a lime thing. But every, let's just say Sunday, because this does rotate occasionally, which pisses me off, we take the entire thing apart. We take the housing off, we take the plates off, we take them back, and we are supposed to scrub them clean. At this point, I don't know if they have been permanently altered. We need to get a new one, which means that the managers will have to buy it, which they absolutely fucking won't. But there is probably zero way that we could return that to its original silver stainless steel glory. So that happens. But also, we forget about them some nights because it's a simple task, and we don't think, oh, that's, like, important. Like, we're gonna die tomorrow if that doesn't fucking work. Like, people just forget about it. And sometimes people opt to forget about it when they're late to close. Which, back to the fucking cabinets, we do a lot. When we close, we're supposed to scrub out the cabinets with an elongated brush, and we just, like, sit there, and we are supposed to scrub them out to sanitize them and, like, clean them off a little bit, especially, like, when the McRib is around, there's going to be the fucking piss sauce that's fucking sloshing around in there, so it gets stuck to the top, and this whole fucking cabinet is a heating element, so it's gonna stick to the top and it's gonna burn there. We don't clean that. We should. I try to. But I am also a victim of actively looking at it and going, I don't want to. I do, however, always take a moment to take away the crumbs off of the front and stuff so that it at least looks clean. Both the grill and the vat leak oil like hell. First thing is, we'll talk about the grill. Again, 2 grills, 2 platens each. Each platen has a grease trap on the left and right of it. No, each grill has a grease trap on the left and right of it. So if you use the left platen, you should be going to the left grease trap. The right platen goes to the right grease trap. First thing is, sometimes people forget to empty those at night, which causes them to overflow, which now that I think about it, again, accident. I genuinely, like, this just crossed my mind. I think I forgot to pour them out the other night. So I apologize. Maybe, I don't know, McDonald's, you watching this? One of my fucking coworkers watching this? Whoops. Some people don't pour those out and they get full, and that could be an inconvenience in the middle of a shift to be able to take care of. However, it's not the end of the fucking world. I have done it myself. I've had other people do it. It's a little bit inconvenient. Maybe it upsets you, but some people, like, really get fucking bothered by it and, you know, fucking piss off. Next thing is, where these rest is a little, like, hook like this, and then it slides in. And so, like, this piece here is what holds it upright and bears it, and then this is what, like, you know, supports the actual weight of the product. Well, what if I told you that when we slide these trays in here, this thing is fucking bent? So first of all, this is more like that, and then these are bent down like this. So this means when you set the grease trap in there, you, on the left side, it's against a wall, so that's how it props itself up, and then in the middle, they're propped up against each other. So when you take the middle grease trap out, the other one in the middle leans, which could cause it to pour if it's full because someone forgot or whatever. Next thing about that is, as they sit there, either if it is an insecurity in the makeup of the trap or if it's stuff coming off of the front or sides or whatever, but when you scrub the grill and you either put water on it to steam it, or you're cleaning at the end of the night, or even like just a good amount of grease from bacon and ribs, and you push that fucking thing over, it will pour grease onto the floor. Even if you make it to the grease trap, like, it's not like you're missing the grease trap. It is leaking out of the grease trap or, like, some kind of system in there. There is always a pile of fucking grease at the bottom of each grease trap that just builds overnight. It looks like a nice fucking stalactite or stalagmite or whichever one it is that comes from the ground. It looks like some fucking volcanic fucking creation. And it sits there, and as it sits, it obviously gets cold, thickens up, and arguably that's easier than, like, an actual grease mess, so it's nice that it thickens up by the end of the night, because then I can take a fucking a paint scraper, and we scoop it up and we throw it away. That's nice to dispose of it, but what if it just stayed in the grease trap? We're getting up to an hour. And I haven't even started with this. How about the vats? Alright, so the vats leak oil like hell. So the first thing is, our managers need to get together and figure out what their fucking agreed medium is. Because, and this is not my higher management. This is assistant manager level stuff. The next one above me is a crew trainer. And I love you guys. You guys are cool. We're all in this shit together. But you guys need to sit down at whatever your next manager meeting is or whatever, and you guys need to figure out how much fucking shit goes where! Because every person I work with is different. They're like, Jacob, can you top off the vat? It's not full enough. And then if I fill it up that full with the next manager, they're like, Jake, can you please drain some oil out of that vat? It is not working properly. And I'm like, okay, but I was told something else. And they're like, well, they're wrong. Then tell it to their face! So, it's fine, right? So, I bitch off with that. What if we just, like, agreed that, like, it's either up to the fill line here, or, like, this other line, or, like, this third line? There's no agreed upon line. So, we'll say, for an example, at the back of the vat, there are 2 lines. Let's just say they're about this far apart. I don't know what the bottom line is for. I don't know what the top line is for. That's not what I was trained for. My guess is that the bottom line is, like, cold oil, and then when it heats up, it should be up to this top line as hot oil, and then there's a back line where, that's, like, closest to the user, where there's, like, this slant. And this is the line that we normally fill it up to. It's about a, like, you know, this distance. It is another distance above that. So it's, like, you know, it's about this high. And so that means, you know, like, another inch or whatever. And that is the level that most of the time we fill it to. And I don't feel like that is a fill line, you know? It's not like there's, like, lines back there. This isn't a fill line. That's probably to keep grease from, like, splashing a certain way or whatever. But the problem is, adjacent to that, we'll get back to the fucking oil leaking in a minute. Our crispy chicken patties, as they're frozen, can be, like, this fucking big. And then they shrink as they, you know, heat up and contract or whatever. That's fine, I guess, but we don't have enough oil for that. We don't have, like, that's not, let's say our grill is, let's say it's, like, as deep as my hand, right? And that's how much oil we have, is just this much. And this patty is fucking this big, then it's not going to fit in there. There's no way to fit that. So we either have to fill it up with an extra amount of oil, or we just have to keep them regularly full of more oil than they are supposed to hold. Just so that we can fully cook this, because if you don't, this piece is still raw. That's just fucking disgusting. I get those. I get those pieces of meat because people don't, like, rotate it. Like, when they put it in, there's, like, a lengthwise, and then there's a lot, you know, like, if you were to just tip it over, maybe it would have filled up in the oil instead. But no, they're like, yeah, this is good. I'm gonna go let this cook for 7 whole minutes! Fucking goddamn it! The old crispy chicken, I don't feel like did that as much, but now that we went to this new recipe, it definitely does that a lot more, even if it did do it in the past. Let's talk about it leaking oil, though. 2 big things is, 1, our vats are one singular conglomerate. Let's just use my fingers, actually. They're one singular conglomerate, and each one of these is a section that you can put things in. Like, each one of these is a vat. So let's just say we have chicken, 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 fish. The fish is separate. We only ever cook fish in the fish vat because of seafood allergies and stuff. This vat is against the wall, against, like, a wall. It is open to air, which means, like, for example, if it was overfilled, it would not flow over into another vat. It would flow over onto the floor. This vat would do the same thing. This vat isn't much of an issue because, the fish isn't as volatile and we don't push as much down. But when you put a basket of nugget downs in any of the chicken vats, it bubbles over every time. We have to dunk it, let it, like, boil off all that water that it just took from being frozen, and lift it back up. And the reason that it has water on it, like an excess amount of water, not just like the frost that builds on it, is because, as listed on the box, it is sprayed with a mist of water for whatever reason, whether it's, like, freshness or to freeze it for real or whatever the idea is. Apparently, it is, like, throughout the entirety of McDonald's, that is how their nuggets are made, and their timers for cooking are made for you to put them down and lift them up and still cook properly, which is weird that we have to account for an issue that we made up. But they overflow, except if you put it in the 2 middle ones, they'll just overflow into each other. If you put it on the outside one, it bubbles up, overflows onto the floor! Other than that, another reason that things like that might fall is because people, like, fucking throw the baskets of chicken down in there, press the button, and leave, and as it, you know, it splashes down. It's a fucking liquid. Next thing he says is people never take their empty boxes out of the walk-in. This is true. The thing with the people never taking empty boxes out of the walk-in is, I get it, sometimes things are stressful. Don't forget it, though. Just, like, go back for it, or, like, be a good person, and if you see it, solve the problem. Because if you can clean it up, someone else won't have to, and that other person wasn't even, like, affected by it. If you, even if, like, it's a pay-it-forward thing, right? Like, you take an empty box and you leave an empty box later or whatever, that's fine. But there's some kind of fucking honorable agreement that only Jacob fucking Brown can take out boxes from the freezer. I don't know. Because In the walk-in, the service crew needs to get shake mix pretty frequently. People order shakes, vanilla cones, or whatever it might be, and they need to get shake mix. There's 2 bags per box, and the box is very small and light. It's nice to carry. Like, you might be able to just, like, carry it out. Like, you can come back when you take the shake mix, or you can just take it with the shake mix, and then, like, throw it away. No! Not allowed. I don't know. That sometimes happens with the 4-to-1 from the grill people when they're rushing to get 4-to-1 because we're, like, holding. But the grill people tend to come back because they need to then prep 4-to-1 so that they don't have to keep grabbing 4-to-1 like that. And that solves that problem, right? The next thing is, in the freezer, the service people, again, will come in. They'll get their fries, or, like, in breakfast, it's even worse because people are getting sausage, fucking eggs, fucking burrito mix, like, hash browns, griddles, whatever it is. But they're in a rush, I guess. They grab it, they leave the empty box. Maybe they didn't even notice that it emptied the box, and they leave. Most of the time, though, you know when it leaves an empty box, because when you pick up the fucking contents, the box follows it, because there's no more weight in the bottom of the box to be able to counteract the weight that you just removed from it, so it kind of comes with the bag that you've just removed. So, and I know that people walk in there and grab, like, something small and they don't grab a fucking box, or some people walk in there to fucking scream, or some people walk in there to fucking fart, or whatever, and they don't grab a box when they see it, and they don't take it out to the back. There is also, while we're talking about boxes, go out to the back, right, and in dry stock, there's also a lot of stuff that the service crew comes and ravages and fucking doesn't fix. And honestly, I get it. The service crew, shit's busy, you're dealing with customers, you need to get back there, but, like, guys, it can't be that fucking hard. I think they're just able to get away with it so they don't feel like there's a repercussion to their actions. Back in dry stock, adjacent to our dry stock is where we get our truck deliveries, and that's also our back door that we take out trash and boxes. On the door where the boxes go, people throw boxes out there, they see the door, it's not like someone else did it. They will look at that box, they will look at that door, and it says, please break down the boxes before leaving, before taking them to the dumpster, or please break down boxes when they are taken back here. 1, it is organizable. 2, if you get enough trash and enough boxes back there, there's no way to enter dry stock. If you get enough trash and enough boxes out there, you are obstructing the emergency exit, which is a health and safety hazard during a fire, or a fucking chemical attack, or terrorism, or a robbery, or a mass shooting, whatever the fuck it is. You are obstructing that because you aren't breaking down boxes. Someone in a hurry, especially someone who is, like, shorter or not used to it, or etc., is going to be at risk, and they, in a actual serious situation, that is the event of a fatality. And it's not hard. You take a box, right? I don't know, do I have any fucking boxes here? I do, I'm not gonna grab them. So, take the box, and open side up top. Well, alright, let me just pour this fucking little box out. I'm not gonna be able to break it down. But this is your open side. This is where you got your nuggets from. Turn it over. It's taped from here. If you push in the back, the tape will pull off the corner. You can get a thumb under there or a finger. You pull it, and then you rip it back. And now you have a box with no tape on it. You can push your hand through the bottom to either push the things up, or you can just reach in, push down, and then it'll cause a crevice, and you can pull it up with your fingers, right? I'm not explaining rocket science to you, right? So you take it. Now all of the things are up. You have a rectangle. You take it, and if you just, like, twist it like that, you push it, like, you can kind of see it's deforming. You do that, and then it becomes flat. And then if you need to, like, for storage, you can, like, fold it over after it's become flat because of these corners. So it's a real cool, like, thing. You should try it out. I like to save the big boxes. I like to have one big box that we use for, like, our boxes or whatever, so that we can, like, just take that big box full of recycled boxes out, so that we aren't, like, carrying a pile that'll fall apart or whatever. It's much easier that way, but that's acceptable. One unbroken box and fucking 100 broken boxes in it. That's fine. People never put stuff back where it goes in walk-in or dry stock. That's kind of the same issue that I was just talking about, but also sometimes people, like, will walk into the walk-in and just fucking pitch, like, the milk in a direction. because they're in a hurry, and that's not where it goes, and they don't come back and fix it later. Like, I get maybe you need to throw it in there for, like, health and safety or food safety or whatever, but, like, please go back and fix it. People drop sauce packets in dry stock and never pick them up. Yes! This is a real issue, and, it's really annoying, especially if, like, you're the maintenance guy who has to clean that every day. Even though I'll get to our maintenance guy in a bit, but our maintenance guy doesn't clean it every day. Our health and safety inspector came in and somehow missed that there is fucking sauce all over our wall back there. But basically, dry stock, let's say this is the wall. We have a shelf this way, and then 3 shelves that go along like this that move. The shelf facing back, like the shelf that is long ways against the wall, is where we store our sauces in a line of like 5 or so boxes stacked 2 tall, and it has each of our various sauces. People will pick them up, and obviously they're throwing them in their little packet or whatever, kind of shaped like that box I was demonstrating with earlier, but bigger, and they'll fill them kind of full. Maybe they drop down. The one issue is they are graded. They're racks. They aren't like, it's not a flat shelf. It's got like, you know, it's a wire rack. It's a wire shelf. So these sauces are very easy to, you know, not sit flat. They tip over on their side, which means they are now short enough that they do not fit on the grate anymore, and they will slide down through the grates. And basically, it's like a fucking Plinko machine watching it fall and hit the ground. Then it is on the floor. You can grab it. You can put it back. It is in a container. If you don't feel like that is healthy or safety, throw it away. Throw it away. Just put, like, grab it. Even if, like, you don't want to touch it with your fingers for whatever reason, you can get it with a broom. It is not hard. But then, if someone drops it down there and forgets about it or leaves it or whatever their reasoning is, they will step on it, and it will explode, and it will shoot sauce in various directions, whether it's back onto the boxes, back onto the racks, onto the wall, onto the floor, onto the ceiling, onto the person. There's going to be sauce on that person's foot and at least on the floor, regardless. That is a mess. You are going to track sauce. You are going to, maybe, depending on like what sauce it is, the contents of the sauce or whatever, you're going to have that shit fucking rot on the floor or on your foot. Versus if it dries, then whoever's cleaning it is going to want to murder someone. So why don't you just clean it yourself? So let's say you make the mistake. Fucking clean it. Most people don't. The other thing that's even like more dramatic is you take those sauces, we'll just say this is a sauce packet, and they fall down, and this is right on the tracks for those movable shelves. They'll come right over, fucking... Ah! And not even like our nugget sauce packets. We also have strawberry preserves, you know, jam, fucking jelly, ketchup, mustard packets, salt packets, stuff like that. And everyone just like grabs a fucking handful of them and just drops them on the floor. I don't know, like I fucking, yeah. The door to the cooler has fell off twice. He is talking about the cooler that is adjacent, it's on our cooking line. So like those 2 grills that I mentioned, left of the grill is the oven, left of the oven is the fridge, and then left of the fridge is where we store our table products like lettuce, onions, tomato, etc. That door has fallen off 2 more times or more since that issue has happened. I don't know if we replaced it because it hasn't happened in the last month, but it was pretty much happening like fucking 4 times a month. And someone, you know, they in a hurry, people will fling it open or slam it shut or whatever, and that should be able to hold up to that level of abuse. But it doesn't. It fell right off. And it always happens to the gentle ones. So, you know, the gentlest, kindest, most nice person opens it up all like... and it falls off. Says it's hot as shit everywhere in there. I would say that is kind of an artifact of working in a, you know, area where there's vats and grills open all the time. However, every summer there was no AC, and every winter there's no heat. That is an issue. I believe we may have just recently fixed that issue, so woo, we're in a new fucking golden age. However, there are some surfaces that are way too fucking hot. On our assembly line, like I've explained, there is the assembly line where we make the food, and then there's, like, the cabinets, and then the HLZ. The thing that the cabinets sit on is hot, so that it can keep the buns warm and the food warm while they wait for the service crew to pick them up and pack them in the bags and serve to customers. That's understandable. That's good. That's great. However, if you put your hands on them, you will burn yourself, first or second degree. If I have proven this by setting a piece of cheese on there, and it's American cheese, and it turns to paste in an hour. It boils and then it burns. It is way too hot on that surface. The vats don't feel right half the time. I don't know what issue this is. I don't know if it's the motor. I don't know if it's the pump. I don't know if it's the fucking, the little hamster ball running around in there. But they absolutely do not fill up all the time. There is a, 50% chance that you will take... Okay, so every 30 minutes, they want us to... There's an auto filtration system. Every 30 minutes, it'll come up. It'll be like, beep, 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 beep. And you have the option that says, maintenance filtration? Yes, no. If you aren't going to, first of all, this is adjacent to that. If you press yes and then walk away, you are a spawn of Satan. You are actively an agent of chaos. You have actively chosen to live a life of crime. You are worse than these people who fucking kill people and eat them. I'd rather we work at a fucking Jeffrey Dahmer McDonald's than that shit. Because someone presses that button and walks away, it's no longer making noise to attract the person who would actually solve that issue and fucking filter it, or just say no! If you aren't gonna do it, say no! You have the option! So you press yes and walk away, and then someone else is like, it's fucking 6 o'clock just hit. Someone fucking pressed that button 3 hours ago, and now we need to skim the vats, right? So... It is now 6 o'clock. The bus came in with the fucking Troy soccer team. And that soccer team, they all want chicken nuggets. We have one basket of nuggets takes up both slots on a vat. So you need to use all 3 chicken vats to put down 3 baskets of nuggets for our 2 to 3 trays of nuggets. Especially for a whole group of teenage girls who definitely want 10 to 20 nuggets each. You need at least 120 nuggets, right? That's not even a crazy number when you think that you can buy a 40-piece, right? Okay. So, you fill up 3 bags, 3 baskets with, 1 bag each. So you have 3 bags of nuggets, 3 baskets, you need 3 vat slots. You're like, you put the first one down, you do the lift up thing, you press the timer, you put it back down in, it's not boiling over, good job. You go to the next one, you put it down, and it's not boiling over. Then you go to the last one. Is vat skimmed? Is it? Is the vat skimmed? Press the check mark to filter. It's not! What do? You have to fucking, you're in the middle of a rush, people are like, hey, we need your help over here, we're fucking dying, we're bleeding out, there's fucking hundreds of them, oh my fucking god, and you're like, and then like 2 skims and it's already as clean as it's gonna get and you press yes. Someone could have done that in the last 3 hours. It doesn't have to be me. I'm the one who's prepping and fucking sweeping and fucking dealing handies and shit. It's not hard to do this, right? Like, okay. Let's be interactive for this video. If you have an operating ligament in your body, let me know in the comments section below. Because I'm thinking it's like, I think 1 in 10 people are, fucking not nuggets, I guess. I don't know. But, you just gotta do everything, I guess. But, what is it? Vats don't feel right. Regardless of what reason it is, whether it's the pump, the hose system or whatever has too many crumbs and it's not able to get, the right system of air or whatever, I don't care. It should be fixed. It should be maintenance. There should be a solve for that problem. We should not have to deal with that problem by lowering times, hiring waste, increasing waste, and crying about it on a crew level. That is lowering morale for everyone in your store, and that is going to have more defects. Like, people are going to start fucking treating your shit wrong because it treats them wrong. I have actively kicked and punched that fucking vat when it doesn't treat me right, and one day that's going to fucking break it, and I'm only doing that because it isn't operating right in the first place. But the vats don't feel right all the time, and not only is that an inconvenience on our oil consumption and our waste and time and whatever, but it's just so annoying, and there's 2 people who know how to try and solve that problem. and I'm one of them. The grill Teflon sticks all the time and ruins the patties. This is a real issue, and it's because of crew negligence. Our crew is trained to scrape and squeegee the grill so that there's no grease, no carbon buildup on that grill for the next set of patties. As the day goes on, there's going to be a stuck-on layer of grease or carbon that you cannot scrape off, and that is acceptable. If you have scraped and squeegeed your grill every single time you've made a patty, you will not have your Teflon stick. However, between morning, mid-shift, and night crew, all it takes is for one of those crews to be on grill for their whole shift and not fucking scrape it properly, and you are fucked for the rest of the goddamn day. You have to either have someone who knows how to replace them, or you have to start training your crew how to replace them, but we do not have the materials to be able to replace them every time it does that, because we only have like 4 spare Teflons every fucking year or whatever, and we only have 1 set of blue gloves for the year or whatever, because we can't afford to fucking buy anything for the goddamn store. So you better take good care of the products you have, or you're gonna have to suffer. I don't know what they would do if we ran out of Teflons. We have not done that yet, because we've just suffered the consequences of a bad Teflon. However, whenever they get burnt up like that, some people like to take the patties that is now stuck to the top of the Teflon, and they will scrape it off with a spatula, which is so dangerous because you can rip, scratch, or tear the Teflon, which will only make your problem a lot worse. But let's say you don't. Let's say, like, it's just sticking there and you try to, like, clean it. The first thing that you can do is you can take a grill rag and you can, like, wipe it off and try to get that buildup off. And it works sometimes, and it'll especially help a little bit with that hydration in that little spot. And it will make that go a little bit quicker for that amount of time. But, like, you know, an hour passes and it's back to sticking. The reason that this happens outside of a certain crew fucking it up per day is when the closers close, they need to wipe it off clean. And when the openers open, they need to spray it off at the dish pit. Regardless of which one does which once a day, honestly, I think they should be doing both a day. It is not hard, and there is free time in the morning to be able to accomplish those tasks, which is another thing that I'm going to run right into right now. Back to the idea of maintenance not doing shit. Maintenance is the one who is obligated to empty out the grease bucket. The reason that we have a grease bucket is for the disposal of oil in the vats. When it gets too old, it gets darker, it gets less, like, appetizing or whatever, we need to dispose of it. If that is full of grease already because the morning crew did not take care of it, we have to take care of it at nighttime when we are fucking busy. However, if you're in the morning, you have hours and hours of downtime where you're probably sitting there chatting your fucking goddamn dick off with the fucking manager, not doing your goddamn job. You have a checklist, and each fucking checklist part of it has a time. And if you want to chat, you should finish all those tasks before your time is up, and then you have all the free time in the world, and maybe even you get to go home early. Otherwise, what I like to do is I would do all the tasks that I considered easy and work up kind of like not a currency, but if you don't understand what I mean, like, I've economized my time. So if I do 4 tasks that take 15 minutes and 10 minutes, I have now just cleared out 50 more minutes to that hour of work that I can either do to do the other tasks and make more time, or to sit and chat, or, like, do other people's jobs or whatever. I had hours. When I would open, I had hours, multiple hours, like 7 to 9 normally, I think, where I would just sit and do nothing because I was fine. And every day I was done with my job. I like to empty the grease bucket right as I get in the morning, because 30 minutes after I come in, well, an hour after I come in, our prep person comes in and needs to use the dish pit. So the idea is we put that yucky ass fucking grease bucket in the middle sink of our dish pit so that we can put in boiling hot water and let the grease bucket sit in there so that the grease breaks up and, you know, is able to be poured out. One option is you let it sit there long enough that it just pours out. The other option is you let it sit there long enough to soften up a little bit, and you put on a glove and you reach down in there and you stir that shit pie up. Regardless, maintenance is supposed to take care of that in the morning. They do that maybe once a week, if you're lucky. Which means every time we close, we get fucked! The other thing is, when we pour hot oil on top of that grease, not only does it smell bad, does it steam up in our face, all that bullshit, it does not break down the oil at the bottom. I thought, like, oh, I'm changing literally every vat with a half-full fucking bucket of grease. I figured that hot oil would break away, like, layer after layer, and I would have an empty grease bucket by the end of the night. That was false. All that fucking grease stayed solid. The reason that there's grease in the bottom of it that is hardened is because at closing, you take the grease traps and you pour them out at night into the grease bucket. And this shouldn't be a problem because the morning crew empties it. The reason it hardens is because it sits out there overnight. The reason that we can't take it out is because for security reasons, after closing, we are not allowed outside of the store. So we can't take out that grease bucket after we closed, which is when we fill the grease bucket with those grease traps. The one thing that we've done to kind of solve this is we cut grill 1 before we close, and then we can empty out that grease trap and pour that grease out into the fucking disposal so that we can make those 6 days of not having anyone clean out our grease bucket work out. So yeah, the maintenance guy, they have like 4 main jobs, and then the rest is like cleaning certain areas. That is, in the morning you come in, you make the towel buckets. Those are barely ever done, but they tend to get done. Next thing that you need to do is the grease bucket. The next thing that you need to do that's important after that is box tops. So basically what that is those flaps on the box tops that are open on the top and can sometimes be an inconvenience to someone who's just trying to reach in and grab a bag or whatever. You are supposed to be able to cut those off and remove them. That is a maintenance person's job. They don't do that. Maybe once a fucking week again, like normal. Shit just comes up missing all the time. Reason 1 for shit going missing all the time is because people will drop utensils and items and then fucking kick them under the rug and forget about them, or choose to forget about them and be like, I don't know where it went. Because they don't want either the blame, or they don't want to go take that back to the dish pit and wash it, or whatever the fucking reason is. The other reason that stuff gets lost or stolen or whatever is because there is a negligence. Like, for example, I do not use the black rubber spatula, however, we do have one provided, and sometimes it falls forward behind, like, the fucking wall, and I don't see it because I never use it. I never noticed that my item has fallen because it's not my item. And because, like, I don't work every single day, every single hour, I have to trust my other crew members to not lose their fucking shit. And it never happens. I have come in and I'm like, where the fuck are my blue gloves so that I can do VATS? And we're like, what do you mean? Where have they sat? It has been 24 hours since the last person used them, or like 12 or whatever because, you know, time or whatever. Why are they lost? Did someone come in at 3:30 in the morning, fucking break in just to fucking take my one item and then, like, set it over here? No. He states, I start truck by myself almost every time. This is an issue really with, like, the schedulers, and, like, they put, like, your truck partner 30 minutes after you. For example, I come in at 5:45 and my truck partner arrives at 6:15, and this means that I don't have the time to, well, I have time to go and, like, prep truck and stuff, but I really think, like, if you're gonna have a truck partner, you should both work the same shift. Scheduling It's always wet by the sink. They think it's leaking from the wall. Regardless of where it was leaking, we have kind of fixed this issue, but really what it is like, imagine, right, you're working, you motherfuckers ever done dishes before? Alright, let me tell you a trick, right? So there's water in a container in front of you, and sometimes you're spraying it with your little hose. Sometimes you have a fucking pressure washer at your sink set up or whatever. That shit is going to splatter and splash on you. You're gonna be, like, scraping something under the water, and it's gonna splitter and splatter, and it's gonna splash, and it's gonna hit the wall, and it's gonna hit you. And sometimes you toss something into the water wrong, and it's nice and flat, and it gets a nice, like, fucking belly flop effect, and it splashes everywhere. Sometimes you pick up an item, and it's, like, waterlogged, and you pour it over, and it pours onto yourself or onto your floor. That's why! It's not fucking leaking! And even if it was, what's the fucking deal to you? Yeah, maybe it causes water damage, maybe it causes erosion, maybe it causes, like, a lime buildup or whatever, but that's, like, something that we can clean and account for, because it's not like we can just fix water not being on the floor in the dish pit. That's how it's gonna fucking work. Adjacent to the, I don't know if it's in here, adjacent to the dish pit is a fucking mop sink. We have an area where we fill up our mops with the mop water that has a floor cleaning solution. You know what we do with that? We say, fuck you! And we never clean that motherfucker, and it has black mold around it right now as we speak. There is buildup of mold. So yeah, you know, just fucking, why not? Scheduling gets fucked up all the time. There's two reasons why scheduling gets fucked up. First of all, either the first or second person to review schedules is fucking retarded. Whether they're new, whether they're old, whether they're just not doing their job, whether they don't care, whether they're happy, they're sad, they're depressed, whatever it is, there's someone who fucks it up, and it's because they're fucking stupid. If it doesn't get fucked up, not fucking stupid. Plain and simple. So, there's the assistant manager that is given the ability to do schedules, does schedules, and then it gets reviewed by a supervisor and then shipped out official, like published. Whenever the manager does it, they tend to do a decent job with the hours that they are given. The hours that they are given for labor is based off of what the supervisor has given them, and we have been given as low as 25 hours, which is, basically like, in a day, that is how many people you can schedule. So between morning, mid-shift, and night, you can have 25 total employees on the clock. So for an example, if me and 4 other crew members come in the morning, you now have 20 hours to schedule the rest of your day. But normally it's like fucking 10 people in area, which means someone gets fucking shafted. We have like one person on table in the middle of lunch rush or whatever. And that's not supposed to fucking happen. And the problem is we have 50 fucking employees. We have 50 people who are willing to work most days to make their money because that's what they want is money, and you aren't able to schedule them because the labor doesn't allow it. Even though our projected income, I'm sure, would allow us to hire at least one more fucking person per hour on the stand. This one says our franchise owner is an ass and won't spend any amount of money to improve the place, and that really just explains itself. It was a special fucking gift to get 2 fucking mop buckets because we were suffering with them for fucking months and months and months on end. And I think at the end of the day, our management still wound up paying for it out of their own pockets, so I'll appreciate those. The corral is falling apart brick by brick. I think someone backed into it, caused it to fall apart, and we were like, we aren't gonna fix it. So I started to do a little bit of activism, and every day that I went and did VATS, I made sure to remove a block out of the corral and throw it somewhere and break it, so that we wouldn't be able to fucking lie about it for that much longer. There may be a hole in the bottom of the trash can in the back. There is a hole in the bottom of the trash can in the back, and that means if any trash can breaks, and it has soda, fucking McCafe, coffee, whatever it is, that is going to leak out and pour onto the floor next to the exit door of the building, or it's going to pour all the way across the fucking sidewalk and into the trash can. This is kind of solved because there's a buildup of trash that has been in the bottom of the trash can for years. That, you know, there's like a protective layer that makes it so that that doesn't happen all the time. The new table gloves suck. So here's the thing. It is a 50-50 chance, random RNG, of us getting a glove that is like manufactured one way, it slides on, slides off, and then there's another glove that's like tighter, it doesn't expand as well for whatever reason. However, they're the same brand, apparently the same makeup or whatever, but there's 2 different types of gloves. There's definitely 2 different types of gloves. The soap dispenser doesn't work half the time anymore. I don't know. I don't really have that issue. It's just like people don't refill it. That's definitely an issue. Every time I close, we never get out on time. Yeah, kind of. There's no such thing as getting out early for a close, because if you're getting out early, that means that someone is going to get bitched at that they should have done an extra task until it was their time to leave. The only exception to this is when a manager looks at it retrospectively and says, we got out an hour early, so that means I can actually have a little bit more room to schedule another person later, and like we've made up that labor time. Or, you know, in Bob's grand scheme, that should be that we made more money or whatever. It says service workers are literally the dumbest people on planet Earth. Several of our service members are wonderful people, and I love them. They are very accomplished people. However, there are definitely some of them who are brain dead, who are rude, who shouldn't be a service worker at all. And those people I can't fucking answer for. It says the dumb holder for the spicy pepper sauce. Or crispy chickens have spicy pepper sauce. That's if you order the spicy crispy. Side note, we put 2 shots of sauce on a normal spicy crispy chicken, which means on the top and the bottom. That is way too much sauce. 1 shot of sauce is more than enough to add flavor and spice to your sandwich. 2 shots of sauce is enough to turn it into a fucking flambe. It is literally a fucking soup. But what they're saying is the soap dispenser, the pepper sauce holder, is this, like, it was this old weird rack that was really bad, and it would, like, every time we'd pick it up, it would fucking fall off and shit, so it's just bad. Sticker machine never works right. So we have a machine that prints out stickers for, our, like, shelf lifetimes. For example, if you prep lettuce, you get a lettuce sticker or the alternative of a 24-hour sticker because the timelines are the same, and then you print out that sticker and you stick it onto the thing so that you know when the secondary shelf life is concluded and you can throw it away. The issue with this is, of course, that if you don't do the sticker machine very specifically and you even very slightly fuck up and you tear that thing one wrong way, you'll dispense the sticker, and for some reason it catches on the bottom of the grate and goes, "Ew!" and loops around on itself, and you have to fucking fix that every time. It happens at least 40 times a day. Like, that's not an exaggerated number. The receipt for machine for grill fucks up all the time. This is true. This is still happening, and it happens all the time. We also don't even have 2 sticker machines for side 1 and 2 anymore. We just have 1 sticker machine, and that one is also faulty. The other one was completely faulty to the point where it literally choked up and gave out on us. But the second one is starting to do the same thing, and basically what it does is it, like, runs out of prints, or it will also do the opposite, and it'll print the same sticker an unlimited amount of fucking times, which wastes our money and our time. And if you reset the system, it'll still keep printing that sticker out repetitively until it just feels better. Sometimes orders don't show up on grill screens, and on service screens they do. This is an issue that I think is just like a bug with the shitty hardware, like the old-ass computers or the servers or whatever. I don't blame anyone for that, other than just, like, being cheap and having to buy cheap, like, electronics. We order too much of one thing and not enough of another on truck. Truck is a hard thing to balance, I get. But also, we have, just last week or whatever, I noticed, we have 9 boxes of Happy Meals for the year of 2022, and there is 1 more month left of 2022, and you're supposed to only be able to buy, like, 1 of those per truck, and we've just been doing it, I guess. They tell people they'll get trained, but they never do, or if they do, it's not a good way or day to get trained. Yes. I asked for a cross-training 2.5 years ago in service, and after begging for the last 2.5 years, I always brought it up. It's like, you know, I asked about that service training sometime, and they're like, we'll get to you. And it's like, why not now? First of all, there's free time. I should be able to just work up front during free time. There's too many people back here. Let me go up front to learn. Their argument is always like, we don't have the labor to be able to put a trainer with you or whatever. And it's like, okay, but, like, right now is an okay time for the next 30 minutes. Or, like, they'll train people who quit next fucking week, and that's the person that they waste their training hours on. I feel like the people hired within the last month or 2 haven't been trained as well as they should be. Of course, this was July, like, 2021 or whatever. Maybe even this year, I don't remember. But the reason for that is, 1, for some reason, I think it's a fucking excuse, but every time that we get a trainer in here and we're like, let's watch the videos, we go to a website that has the videos, it's called, like, Fred or whatever, and we cannot watch those videos for whatever reason, and then they say, yeah, we can't do the videos today, the servers are down, we'll just have to do that the next time we get trained, and then it happens every fucking day, and then they forget about it, and then people haven't watched videos. Some of my coworkers to this day have never even watched the videos, and yet for some reason their name is on the OSHA handbook verification sheet, which verifies that they watched the 11-minute videos on OSHA violations and certain carcinogenic products and whatever. It says he lists 2 supervisors, and he says that they do not do anything when they show up, and that is true. I don't know what they're doing. I hope they're doing something, But our like store manager will walk in, a supervisor, and they'll go into the manager's office and just kind of like flip through stuff. And then sit there and fucking bitch at everyone! I've had a little bit of help lately. They've helped out a little bit lately. Some of our crew members don't stay out of conversations that aren't meant for them, and there's no way to politely tell them that they need to get the fuck out of that conversation! Some of our management will like to fuck off for like most of the shift and then bitch at us. And that pisses me off sometimes. And that's what's listed here. That's what he says here too. Parking lot is falling apart, and every winter we have snow plows that have to come in every day and get the snow out of our parking lot because it is very snowy in my area, and that's understandable. But those snow plows will literally just dig up our fucking parking lot. We've had potholes as deep as like literal feet deep. We've had people tear off fucking bumpers and shit on our property, and there's no way that we haven't like had lawsuits against us, but I think we must settle out of court or something. I don't know. My best friend, you know him, Zach, Aqua, etc. He had a senior trip. Something that he can resign from, but no sane person would. You know, they're like, oh, you're going to go to Hershey Park. And you're like, that's awesome. And then you have a shift, and you spend 5 fucking hours calling. And it rings, 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 rings. For 5 whole minutes. The cap is 5 minutes. You can ring for 5 minutes and then it will automatically hang you up. And then you call back. And I'm back. And back. And 5 minutes. And 5 more minutes. And 5 more minutes. And 5 more minutes. And you are brewing with anger. But you know the second you get answered, you can't be an asshole about it because then you might get hung up on or you might get treated wrong. Because if I'm like, hey, I need to call off, but I'm an asshole about it, right? Like I've been calling for the last 5 hours to call off. And then you let me call off after, 5 hours of ringing, and I'm pissed off, and I'm like, dude, you need to fucking answer the phone more. They're either gonna hang up on me, or they're gonna be like, alright, whatever, what do you want? And I'm like, I need to call off, and they're like, I'm not gonna let you do that, you need to come in. So, but like, my friend Zach got fired from McDonald's because he had a no-call, no-show, except he called tens of times before, like, the allotted amount of time that he had to be able to call off. But, he got fired for that for a little bit, and then, like, he decided he was bored and came back, so he did. We got that figured out. We get so much shit on truck, there's literally no room. Our storage compartment in the freezer in the walk-in is incredibly small, and our dry stock is overfull with a lot of product that we really shouldn't need, but it's still there. So we have to keep compromising on space and where to put things, and it winds up being a bad organizational situation, and it's only gotten worse with the more items that we have, like the smoky BLT sauce or the McRibs or the plain bagels or whatever. This one is one of my own that I typed out. And I'm going to read out the entire script here, and then I'm going to add some points if I need to. Alright, here's one. Everyone at McDonald's is a trainer. Literally everyone gets a hat, tag, or shirt to organize them. You should have a crew hat or a trainer hat. The trainer hat is a yellow croc hat. The crew hat is a normal navy blue hat with like a yellow pinstripe. And then they say, and then, like, the shirt is the default shirt. I don't have, like, a trainer shirt, but managers do have a shirt to organize them. But this whole idea is, like, these clothing items organize your crew members, right? Except, for all I know, I'm the only motherfucker with a cheese hat, meaning that I'm the only person who can train. Yes, the trainer should have the trainer hats. And we have people in black hats who are training crew. Either they are a trainer, or they aren't a trainer. And if they are a trainer, why aren't they wearing their hat? And if they aren't a trainer, why are they training? If you're training and you aren't getting your crew trainer raise or your position increased, then you should not be training crew because you are not a crew trainer. You do not train crew for free. If I got a promotion to manager and I'm doing all my manager tasks, but I'm getting paid my fucking opening wage, you can suck on my balls. And then nothing is a problem at the establishment until someone makes it a problem. And that is the problem with the job that we work, is because we have a bunch of kind people who don't want to bring up problems. We have a bunch of people who are too pissed off to bring up problems. And we have people who don't care. And because no one brings anything up, no one harasses anyone, there's nothing that needs to get done. If you don't go... If you don't go to your manager and be like, every fucking day or every hour or whatever, and be like, hey man, where's my training sheet? Or hey man, where's my raise? They will not care to tell fucking anyone. We are not respecting people as coworkers, we are respecting people as friends. There are no, like, border of authority. When you're friends with someone, right, no one really has authority. My friend Zach, if I'm like, Zach, you need to come over to my house tomorrow, he's like, no. But if I'm at work and I'm like, Zach, you need to put down McChicken, that is not no. I am of higher veterancy. I am in a higher crew position than you. You should listen to me. I am telling you an actual thing that you need to do to be able to help the store and do your fucking job. Except, even new crew that I train, first fucking day on the job, they're like, no. I'm like, no, not fucking no. But I can't write them up. I'm not at that authority. I have to get a manager to write them up, and I don't feel like making a big fucking deal out of it to be able to fucking tell a manager that I'm having an insubordinate fucking crew member. I said this before, but having free time isn't respected as good effort. It is only a window for more useless labor. Yes. Like I said earlier, if you have free time, you don't get out early. They're just like, I got a couple of tasks for you. So I don't do my job fast. I do my job on time. We regularly break the law. The first thing is you're supposed to have 4 people in the store at a time. And if people, like, I've come in the morning, in the afternoon, I mean, and I'm like, why isn't this maintenance task done? They're like, oh, maintenance wasn't here. And I'm like, okay, what about, why is stuff not prepped? And they're like, oh, prep wasn't here today. And I'm like, okay, well, like, why isn't this done? They're like, oh, the service person wasn't here today. And I'm like, so you entered the store with only 3 motherfuckers? What are you doing? Every closing shift, we break the law with our breaks. It is not as bad because most of us are adults. It is a minor violation to, like, a violation against minors if you have a minor work 5 hours without a break. However, it is still a violation to work 5 hours without a break in general. That is an adult labor law, too. However, most people, when we close, we get our breaks in the first couple hours, and then we work fucking, like, 6 hours without a break. No one has found any time to build the new toaster for our bagels. And the reason for this is because, one, apparently, the connection that we have, like the outlet or whatever that we have for these industrial items is broken or needs to be replaced, or it doesn't connect with that, so we have to have a technician come in and wire us a new one. The other issue is that we definitely just, like, don't have someone who has the time. If we would build that bagel toaster, even if we can't, like, plug it in and put it on top of there, it would help people acclimate to it being there so that when it is there, it's not a surprise. It would help people see what they're working with, and it might push the crew or management or whatever to get that technician in there sooner. We are currently losing out on sales because we do not serve steak, egg, and cheese bagels or whatever, and that is an issue. The new truck guys are scarily brain dead. I do not mean our truck workers. I mean the truck delivery people who drive for hours to come and get here. I have respect for our truckers. I understand that there was that whole movement during the COVID-19 pandemic where they're like, these people are traveling the world in your country and your state to bring you stuff. And I respect that. That's fine. However, this motherfucker will come in here and put pallets in the wrong location after we told him where to put them. This motherfucker will come in here and not use his safety precautions, okay? So, like, they have a conveyor belt on the side where you load the pallets and then it lowers down and goes, yeah, and then you can just wheel them flat onto the sidewalk. However, there is supposed to be a gate at the front, so you pull them back and then you lift the, so you have this flat portion here, and then you have a stop. And you let the stops down so that you can roll the stuff out, you know, like a trailer. But you're supposed to put them up while the stuff is on there so that you don't break anything or let anything fall over the edge and kill a manager or whatever. These last motherfuckers don't fucking do that. They hang fucking pallets over the edge, and it is terrifying, and there's nothing I can do. However, I've watched that shit wobble and fucking slip before, and I will actively put my hands out and try to save my manager from that shit. Because if I die, I don't care. I don't live a life that's worth living anyways. Lobby is only closed to the public when it is convenient to management, not the suffering workers. We have absolutely been in positions where the lobby should be closed, but we do not. And whenever the lobby is closed, the workload is reduced by like 25% or something like that. I can guarantee it, because there are people who come in just to sit down in the lobby, and if they can't, they will go home. But also just having someone who has to maintenance lobby, having a person who has to, you know, wait at those counters and stuff is a lot of extra effort in general. But, you know, I came in one day and they're like, oh, we've had lobby closed all day. And I'm like, why? And they're like, oh, our clothes are called off. And I'm like, motherfucker! I've had to solo close 3 different positions because multiple people called off, and I didn't get any fucking compensation. I didn't get any care. Nothing was closed down. Nothing was slowed down. I was obligated to meet the expectations of 3 different people, or I was at fault. I believe we are no longer allowed to pause on orders, and this idea was that we would stagger orders for times, first of all, and second of all, to reduce stress on the crew. The first thing that we would do, for example, is if we have our drive-through length is from window 1 to window 2 is 4 cars. And we serve, you know, we take 4 orders, but there's still 4 more cars at the speaker. We should not serve those 4 more cars because, one, we are already at, like, max capacity for our area. Maybe we have a lot of orders on our screen. We need to catch up. We need to get that food out. One, because we haven't taken those extra orders at the speaker, so their times don't count. But if we did, we'd have to work harder to lower our times for stuff that we can't even make food for yet. Multiple screens of food to make because we keep having to take orders. And we've stopped doing that, which is why we're stressed out like that now. And yet, here's the thing. For every issue that we have in this establishment, for everything that we go through in this establishment, for every fucking, the entire list, the bottom line, the baseline of expectations is we are supposed to keep the entire establishment spit shine clean. We have to keep our waste low, which means we can't make things ahead of time, can't make things quickly because we'll make a mess, can't make messes, can't have issues, can't make mistakes. You have to flawlessly produce every sandwich in less than 30 seconds to be considered an efficient coworker. And then obviously keep everything spit shine fucking clean, and then we have to keep morale high. And you can keep morale high and make good food. You can keep morale high and keep the place clean. You cannot keep morale high, keep the place clean, and make good food. And you cannot keep the place clean if you have good morale and good food. You cannot keep the place, you cannot keep morale high if you have a good food and a clean place. And you cannot have, you know, if you don't have the morale to make the food, you won't make the food. If you don't have the morale to clean, you won't do the cleaning. So you need to have morale, and you need to have those 3 things done. And there's no way for our current crew, in the current position that they are having, to do that. There's absolutely nothing done to improve crew morale. Everything is just slowly fucking ruining crew morale. We're slowly getting belittled every fucking hour of our lives, and it is not going to work. There is a mass walkout that was planned a year ago, which technically worked. Multiple people left in the summer. Then, we have a secondary mass walkout that is planned, and I am practically the catalyst. If I fucking kill myself or I quit, whichever one I decide's more efficient, when I do that, 4 people leave. When those 4 people leave, 4 more people leave because of them and me, or just them or whatever. And then 4 more people leave because of the other people, and soon that business goes fucking bankrupt. Whether McDonald's corporate throws a bunch of workers in there, tells people to move in, or takes it over, or if they fucking demolish the thing, or whatever the fuck happens, that fucking establishment is on its last legs, and the only reason that it has any legs at all is because of people like me making way too much, stressing way too hard, and doing fucking bullshit every fucking day. I've had to clean fucking piss and shit off the walls. I've had to fucking go up into the ceiling to rewire the fucking transformer. I've had to do the fucking plumbing for the establishment. I've had to do contracting for the establishment. All for my meager fucking $11.75 so that Bob doesn't have to pay an actual fucking technician or specialist $55 an hour to do the same fucking job. Then, we recently found out economically that outside of our wages just being raised because of adjusting for inflation, we have not gotten any real wage raises at all, and we are also expected to have one if we are crew trainers. Any crew trainer is obligated to a wage raise, and they did away with it when I started at 975. When we went to fucking 1050, there was no more crew trainer raises for anyone, which means I lost my crew trainer raise for the last few years, which I've calculated at 30 cents an hour for 6-hour shifts, 4 days a week, 2 times a pay period, 2 weeks of pay period. That means that for a whole year, I'm at $375 deficit. And it has now been like a year and a half, which means I'm at a $550 deficit. And there's absolutely no way that I can afford a lawyer to be able to take them to court. And there's absolutely no way that they'll give a fuck to give me my goddamn money back. So I'm just fucked out of $550. Fuck that goddamn store. Fuck everything it's worth. Seriously. The only reason I feel obligated to be alive at this point is because of my friends and family. I feel like I have things to complete. Like, I want to buy the stuff that I want to buy. I want to be able to experience going places and living a life that's worth living. And I'm willing to not live a life worth living right now to be able to get that far. However, the only reason that I continue to keep going and not just give up on that dream is because I don't want to feel like, you know, my final failure as a failure in life is letting my friends and family down. I feel like I should kill myself. I feel like I am not helpful to the grand scheme of society. I feel like there's not enough people who actually would care if, like, I was there in their lives. I don't feel important to more than, like, 4 people. And because of this, I stay alive for those 4 people, you know? My father was deathly scarred when I made an attempt on my life at 14, and all I was doing was going through the stress of school, a broken family, and playing the worst fucking Call of Duty game ever made. Nowadays, I spend every day wishing I could kill myself. I think about it every day. I, you know, picture scenarios where people are upset that I'm not there for them anymore. And it's not because I want them to be sad, but because I want to know that people would cry. I want to know that people would be sad if I left. Because that's the only reason that I continue to live, is because I don't want to fail people for the last time. That would be my greatest failure. Regardless of how much work I do, how successful I am in school, what life I live, the biggest disappointment would be if I were to have killed myself. Also, if I were to have killed myself in this home, I would have to either report my suicide before I killed myself, or my father would come home to my brains on the ceiling, and that's absolutely no way for a father to see their son. My other family members would be pretty devastated because they wouldn't have their fucking cash cow, or their fucking hard worker, or their weightlifter, or their shooter, or whatever it is that I am to them. And a couple of my friends would absolutely cry, and I don't know how many would cry, really. I don't think I'm that valuable. I don't have meaningful conversations with some of the people that I wish I did, because I don't, like, some of the people that I wish I, like, that knew me better and I got to talk to more, whether it's out of busyness or they don't have a general interest in me or whatever, I feel like if I died and they didn't cry, I would be let down, because there are some people that I definitely would, like, hope actually cared for me, because I care for them a lot, I like them a lot or whatever. There are some people that I know that are, like, emotionally unavailable, and those people scare me too, because I feel like if I were to have killed myself, they'd be like, alright, well, that's just another friend down or whatever. But I really hope that I would have at least some kind of effect, not even out of, like I said, it is not because I want to cause these people disarray. That's why I'm still alive, is because I don't want to cause these people disarray. But I think about that deeply, and sometimes that number dwindles, that number of people that I think care dwindles to a very scarily low amount. and I'm almost convinced that it might be worth it to just kill myself to get out of this endless cycle of hatred, depression, sadness, starvation, famine, fucking war, anger, all that. The only reason that I don't kill myself is because I have things that I have left to do, and I'll keep living through my boring ass, disgusting life until I'm able to complete those things. I have a phone call. My ride for work is here and I'm not even dressed. I've been ranting for 2.5 hours. That's kind of fucking insane. Alright, well, I gotta go to work. I gotta go do truck and close, which means I'm gonna be very angry. So just know that I'm going to fucking be sad and depressed. I'm gonna upload this raw file before I leave as well, so I need to end this as quick as possible. I'm going to maybe cut this up into just the rant about my friends, rant about McDonald's, my thoughts on depression or whatever, but that's gonna have to happen later. I was gonna spend this time doing Cold War, Black Ops 4, and like catch up on my video game chores, but I guess I'll just have to do that tomorrow. And then whenever I get done with those video game chores, I can go ahead and go to doing schoolwork because I'm procrastinating so dearly on schoolwork. I don't intend on making videos like this regularly, but I really needed to air out this dirty laundry, and I do think that this was cathartic, and I think I'll be able to go to work and not be as upset.